Hello, 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 world. Here we go. Starting this thing up again, y'all. Without further ado, we're going to get right into it, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me, big dog?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There he is. There he is. You hear what we got going on here? You hear what I'm jamming here in the back?
Man, that sound like only you a little something.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, player.
That's it. That's it. That's it. What's up, family, man? You are now with Jay Tronius on Gabbin with the Governor, man. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Peace. Peace to you, man. It was
All
good.
right. Without further ado, let's let the world in on you, man. Who are you? Where are you? And what are you about?
Hey, listen, what up, man? Pleasure to be here, Gabbin with the Governor. My name is Singh, originally from Philly. Still living up here in Boston. I'm about this music thing, man. About this music thing. I've been rocking for a very long time doing music, all different kinds with different people. And now just here, still doing more of the same. You know what I
I
mean?
can dig it, man. So start us from the beginning, man. What was your journey, man? What started you into music, and where is it bringing you now? Where is it now?
Man. All right. Well, the start with the music, came as a youngin, as most of us, just got hit by the musical punch, bit by the bug, and been rocking ever since, man. Coming up in Philly, soulful place, man. You already know what Philly's all about. So I got into music by first of all by watching, Michael Jackson. That was like my first major influence into music. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson. I had a bunch of Michael Jackson records. Had a Young MC record. Was into a lot of music in that time. So like early '90s, it was just really really pressing, really good stuff, man. And from there, I got into playing keys a little bit. Started playing piano for my church. Started singing in the church, and then from there, started singing at school a little bit, right? And when I was singing at school, little girls in class were like, "Oh, he can sing! Oh my God!" Oh, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at them like, okay, so this singing thing is good for the soul, but it's good for other things too.
You
I'm
better
making
believe it. You better
these little
believe
girls
it.
are feeling something. They're catching the vapors out here. So from there, I realized the impact of music very early. You know what I mean? And how it can like make people feel things. So then I went on to the Philadelphia High School for Creative and Performing Arts. Boys and Men had become longtime idols, around that time for me. So I was doing a lot of groups. Went to Kappa, for the high school. Then went to Berkeley, where we met. I man,
Yes,
listen.
sir. Yes, sir.
And I want to go in a little more about that whole experience, about our connection and everything. But from there, once I got out of Berkeley, I was a part of the group Amir for a number of years, 15 years together, making music.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yes, very long time, man. And with them, we got to travel a lot, got to connect with a lot of people, and put out a lot of cover music for people. And now I figured it was time for me to go back to my roots and bring back stuff that otherwise had been buried, because I was doing so much music in one lane for so long. I kind of left myself behind a little bit.
Yeah.
So I got back to my basics, got back to my roots, and came up with where I am now. About to release this EP, Dirty Truth.
Man, listen, and we can go ahead and segue, man, because you and I both know what the dirty truth means to me. So
Man,
so
man,
bust that out for him, man. Tell them a little bit about our first run-ins with each other.
man. Our first run-ins with each other came by way of JT, Sir Jay Tronius himself. Okay, Jay Tronius. All right. Okay, JT and the Dirty Truth, man. That was it.
Yeah.
JT and the Dirty Truth. I was a part of that Dirty Truth, man. Me and a couple homies, background singing, and we were making people feel something. man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
People came to your show to feel something. You know what I mean? And I was a young boy, man. I came up to Boston, hadn't really met too many people yet. Took a liking to me, man. You took me right under your wing, bro. And was like, hey, this is what we doing. He said, hey, man, let me tell you something, player. This is what we doing, man. This is what we all about. You know what I'm saying? But we just want to make people feel something. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you had that talk, man. I said, I got to be a part of this. I got to be a part of it.
Yeah,
You know?
man. And so we know, and then we take that into full circle, man. Like, you know, I've always been good. Like, first of all, you know, I study the greats, man. You know, so it's like when you're saying that to me, what's flashing in my head is, you know, when James Brown found Bootsy, or when
Yes. Yes.
you know, these other cats that you know, Maurice finding Philip Bailey, you know, all these different scenarios. So to me, I was not just about my artistry, but I also have always been intrigued with seeing who else is out there and who's on the come up. Because a
Yeah.
cosign is very important. A
Yes.
cosign for all of us by the right people can go a long way, man. So I always try to incorporate that with what I'm doing, not just so it's about me. Even with this show, it's about me showing the world these amazing people that I believe in and who I've crossed paths with. And I believe the rest of the world needs to run into them as well.
Word.
You know,
My brother.
that's part of the thing, man. So, and of course, you know, yeah, that was at the time, that was my first coming out. You were a part of me coming out as a solo artist, and that's what JT and the Dirty Truth was all about. Was me stepping out and being like, this is my voice. So,
Yes.
full circle now, as you got this new project coming out called The Dirty Truth, it's hitting me. You know, it's hitting
Yes,
me
brother.
some kind of
Yes.
way. And tell us about that. Tell us about your Dirty Truth EP coming out.
Well, the Dirty Truth EP, I mean, much like what you said, how that was your way of presenting your music, you know, your original music to the world. It's basically the same approach, man. You know, so I came to, like, your first project, your first full project is always a culmination of what you've been working on your whole life. You know what I mean? And so the reason why, you know, I came to Dirty Truth was because, as I mentioned, a lot of things were buried, you know, for a long time. A lot of music that I liked, a lot of things that I was feeling, fantasies, dreams, inspirations. It was all kind of taking a back seat to the other music that I was doing at the time. I call it Dirty Truth because, you know, some of the topics are a little racy to talk about. You know, some of it may be even taboo to talk about. But I feel like it's my platform, it's my dirty truth, and if you rock with it, great. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not, but I'm just putting out something that I'm hoping people can feel. You know what I mean? So,
and what is the release date of that? Do you have an exact release date for that
yes,
project?
sir. Yes, sir. April 24th, 2020, baby.
That's it. So 4/24/2020, y'all.
That's right.
Y'all look out for that, man. The Dirty Truth EP. Now tell me, man, give me some history on your name, on your alias. How did you come up with your alias? What inspired that?
Man, so I'm a part of the legendary, awesome fraternity called Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And there was one time we were going down to take a road trip. We were driving down to Atlanta, and a lot of brothers and a couple other guys we were with had these dope aliases, man, dope nicknames, whatever. And you know, mine was Mark. My name was Mark. It's lame, you know. Everybody's going around like dropping these cool names, whatever. And they're like, "Yo, well, you sing, so we could just call you Sing Sing, Sing Sing." I was like, "All right, I like how that sounds." So going on with Sing Sing, that became my name in the fraternity. Everybody calls me Sing Sing. And I just took that right over to my dealings with the group, Amir, that I was a part of. You know, so then that really kind of solidified, you know, being called Sing Sing. Now some people look at it like, you know, well, that's a prison in upstate New York, you know,
I
up
was
in
gonna say
Sing Sing.
something, but yeah, go ahead, yeah.
So like, what's the deal with that? Like, you did some time, brother, whatever? I said, no, I ain't do no time. I ain't do no time. Actually, one of my frat brothers' homies from New York, I believe, we were all chilling one day. And you know, everybody's like introducing themselves, dropping their cool names or whatever. I'm like, yo, what's up, man? I'm Sing Sing. He looked at me and was like, Sing Sing? You ain't never been to Sing Sing. I was like, you're exactly right, my friend. I have never been to Sing Sing, never done any time whatsoever. But whatever. So it was Sing Sing. And then as a part of the solo mission, I just figured to drop one of the sings and just leave it at Sing. So that's how I came.
And brother, you know, from day one thing you definitely do is you don't sing, you sang, brother.
Hey,
You got
come
an
on.
amazing voice, man. And
Thank
even when I met you in your younger years, man, you just came out there and did your thing, man. Full of soul, repping Philly to the fullest, man. Now
you.
tell me something, man. Because you come from Philly and now you're in Boston, as we're in the now, what made you choose to stay in Boston over going back to Philly?
Mm. Um, well, I always loved Philly. Philly has like a huge place in my heart as my home. But when I came up to Boston, the thing that really kept me here was my dealings with the group. You know what I mean? So most of the guys had already, they came to Boston. One member was from Boston. The other two, one from Harlem, one from Rochester, New York. And they'd already made plans to kind of be in Boston for a while. So if I was going to be a part of this group, I needed to stay. You know what I mean? So I stayed and stuck around. And, I do think there were, definitely better opportunities probably somewhere else. For some time we were even thinking like, man, maybe we should like leave. Maybe we should go somewhere like Atlanta or any other city where R&B music is a bit more prevalent,
Yeah.
or there's more of a music scene for what we're trying to do. But we decided, with YouTube becoming really big, like, hey, we can touch and reach a lot of people right from the internet. We don't have to necessarily be anywhere. So we adopted that idea, which led to me staying in Boston, for all this time.
Right on. Now, with that group, do y'all still plan to make any more records, or is that chapter completely ended? Because it's interesting, man, because I knew all of y'all separately outside of the group, and then y'all got together.
Oh, okay.
With Leon and Big Mike, like we literally
Sure.
used to do shows together even before I met you. So it was interesting that we all were kind of in a similar circuit, and then all of y'all getting together. I was like, wow, that's a team of some bad brothers, dog. Y'all all had your own thing, and then y'all joined forces, man. Do y'all ever plan to make records further, or is the mere chapter is it is what it is?
I believe that chapter, as far as my involvement, with the group, I mean, I've officially broken off to do my own thing.
Yeah.
I know the guys have still released a few more things after my departure. Not really sure, what the overall plan is for them going forward. I do hope they continue to still make music, because we had a huge presence overseas, man.
Yeah.
Europe, and especially in a lot of Asian countries too. Like a lot of projects that were released exclusively out there.
Yeah.
So hopefully, there's still a lane for them to continue what they're doing. But I'm rocking this solo mission, man. Yeah, I'm ready to really see where I can go with my original music and my voice,
So you're doing the band thing, of course, that I see.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Now why do you personally prefer a band over tracks?
That's a really good question, man. Because a lot of my musical experiences up to this point was very track driven. So when we did shows, we had backing tracks. When we did recording sessions, it was with tracks that someone had created. If someone asked me to write a song for them, they're sending me a track to do it. And they're, oh, this is the track. We wanted to kind of stay like this, write something in this. Tracks kind of boxed me in a little more than I like to be, So I figured with instrumentation, like with a band, you can start off writing the song with all the freedom that you want, and then add track elements later, other production things later. I'm not the greatest like tracking producer myself. So my creation of songs starts with actual instruments. So either with the keyboard, with my bass, with the guitar, and from there I build the song and then just bring the guys in to play on it, have someone else add production later. That's just the way I prefer to kind of roll with it. But I just love the feel of live instruments anyway.
It's powerful, man. It's a lot of electricity.
Yeah, I got it, man. I gotta have it.
It's a lot of electricity, man. Now I sing. So you've picked up what else besides singing? What instruments do you play?
So it's primarily keys, bass, and I'm working on that electric guitar now. I'm working on it, man. It's a journey.
Yeah.
I'm kidding,
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, man. Keys was my first instrument, but bass is very quickly becoming like my primary. Yeah.
The bass, you said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man. you know, those two, man, the bass and the guitar. So you know me just from my sound, they're so important to me, man. You know, I
Yes.
tell everybody, you know, I tell every bass player, if you can't bring that funk and you can't dookie slide, you can't ride.
Okay.
You know, that's what I tell them. I'm like, bro, if you don't come, if you don't make me make that ugly stank face,
Right.
you can't fuck with me. I'm sorry,
It.
you can't.
That's it. I
Yeah,
can dig it,
man.
man. I can dig it. And my band, man, it's some bad boys, man. They're all bad, man. This dude, Jordan Carter's the drummer. He's super killing. I met him because he filled in for another band I was a part of once. And when he played with us that one time, I said to him, "We're gonna work together, man. We're gonna work." And here we are years later, crushing it. My guitarist, he's primarily like a rock guitarist, rock, metal, all of that. That really just brings the sound to the next level, man.
Yeah.
Super killing. And bass player, working with a couple bass players right now too, also just killing it, man. Everybody's like firing on what they do.
Man, that's amazing. So as of right now, you know, you're content with being in Boston. You got a badass band. You're pushing out content. You know, I'm asking this question to everybody, man. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, man, when it's time to go on to the other dimension, what is the Sing legacy? What do you want to leave this world behind when it's all said and done?
Obviously I want to leave behind this music, but I want people who have heard this music to say that, you know, he really did what he wanted to do with his music and with his time here. You know what I mean? So as far as like just being free with expression, not really, you know, following too many rules about how you're supposed to make music. You know, I've done that. I've lived that life, and I'm done with that. You know. So when people think of Sing, I want Sing to be its own genre. You know what I'm talking about? So when you talk about what kind of music did Prince make? I don't know. It's just Prince. You know what I mean? It's just Prince. You know what I mean? What kind of music did Michael Jackson make? He made a lot of different kind of music, but it's just MJ. You know what I mean?
It's Mike. Yep.
That's it. It's just that. Like, so I've coined the saying, some Sing shit. It's just this. What's this song? It's some Sing shit. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know, that's what I want to leave behind.
I dig it, man. I dig it, and you're well on your way to doing that, man. It's been cool. I've been blessed to actually literally see your journey from the jump, man. And I'm glad to be a part of that and watch that evolve over time. Both of us actually have got to watch each other, man, and it's been wild, man. Now, how do people get to listen to your music? Tell them your social media links and whatnot. How do they get to check you out?
Man, well, here's the thing. My social media, all of it, all you have to type in is "It's the Real Sing." So all of that, even the "it's." So you go, "It's the Real Sing," Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can find me right there. For my music is everywhere as well. So far, all the streaming platforms have it. The EP will be on all streaming platforms. And depending on when y'all hear this, I'll have the links. I have a link in my Instagram bio right now, where you can pre-order the EP and get the song "Only You" instantly. So that song that's yours if you copy right now. But then that link, you know, once the EP goes live, that link will be there for you to, you know, hear the whole thing.
All right, so "Only You." Dig into this first single that is available off the EP. What is "Only You" about? What's the inspiration and what is it about?
Man, so "Only You," I call that the dirtiest of the dirty truth. Okay, so that song is about, basically you come into contact with a female, you know, and you just already know that it's on, you know. So it starts off 4:05 in the morning. Maybe we can go somewhere. I can feel your rain and it's pouring, but I want to taste you instead. Okay. Okay. So I mean, and that's the opening lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
So the song is really just about, you know, everybody knows what they want in life. Let's just go after it and go get it. Okay.
Let's not play no games. Let's cut to the chase.
Let's just get to it, baby.
Man, I look forward to hearing this EP, man. And one more thing too, fam, your message to the youth. For someone that's starting out in your similar lane, or anybody trying to start out their dream, what's some advice you give to the youth and other people out here?
All you need to do is what feels right to you. That is it. That is it. A lot of people will have a lot to say. A lot of people have their own opinions about what you're doing, and a lot of people will project onto you negativity that was given to them. You know, so even though that there may be another musician that you're working with, and they're like, "Yeah, well, you know, I went and did that before. You know, I don't think you should do that because it didn't work for me." Well, that was you. You know what I'm saying? So you can take everything people say to you with a grain of salt, but at the end of the day, you will be the happiest when you follow what you believe your lane is, and there's no traffic in your own lane. You feel me?
Major
No
fact.
traffic in your own lane. So just do what you do best, and trust in yourself. Bet on you.
Man, amazing, amazing. And you know
Man,
I'm all about marching to my own drum. I
yes,
always
sir.
have been, always
Man,
will be, man. And like I said, it's so great to see you just become who you become. And I
thank
wish you all the best as you continue on. They know how to get in touch with you. I'm gonna put it in the description.
you,
Brother,
sir.
infinite blessings and strength and you know success and all that you do. You know what I'm saying? And keep
Yeah,
on, man. The show must go on. Rock and roll, Cat Daddy. You know
it has
what it
to,
is.
baby. It has to. All day, every day, family.
Hey man, y'all. This is Jay Tronius. You're Gabbin with the Governor. This was Sing, Boston-based, amazing musician with no boundaries. Y'all be good. Make sure to check his music out. Peace, love, and light, man. Y'all stay positive and do your own damn thing. You
Okay.
dig?
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
peace, family. Nice
Love, man.
talking with you, man.
Yes, sir.